So I'm going to teach about suffering today. Reading the Psalms, you read in the prophets, you read in the Gospels, read in the Torah, read the whole Bible. There's one thing the Bible discusses above all other topics, and if you want to be a Christian, you have to wrestle with this, and that's that the righteous do suffer. Sometimes the victory of the righteous is to simply win the race with endurance, like Paul. So the truth is that people suffer in this life, righteous, unrighteous, everyone. What Christianity is not to say that God is going to intervene and take the suffering out of your life. Sometimes God will wound you. Sometimes God will take your hip and disjoint it from the thigh. Sometimes God will wipe out everything you ever hoped for, okay? It's not because God is cruel that he does this. It's that you have to understand the hard reality is that a Christian needs to understand that this life, it's got pointless suffering. That's a lesson. Just because you're righteous, it doesn't mean you're shielded from all the bad things that happen in this world. Some righteous folk are rich, some righteous folk are poor. Some wicked folk are rich, some wicked folk are poor, and everything in between. God can open up the heavens and rain down upon you blessing. He can also scorch the earth around you and turn your valley into a desert. And unfortunately, Christians like to blame the sufferer for their suffering, and this is why a lot of people lose their faith. It's because they listen to sermons. I was listening to a few. They say, "Oh, you're feeling bad feelings, so you must not be saved." The fact is, there's a lot of harsh realities in this life, and salvation isn't determined by how you feel. It's determined by God's love for you. And sometimes there's just bad things that happen in this life to good people, and that's a lesson. Sometimes there's chariots of iron in the valley. That's a lesson, and it's a hard lesson, because I think God wants the agency of man to be what ultimately catalyzes either good or evil. God doesn't want to intervene too much. He wants man to do the right thing. He wants man to deliver, wants man to unshackle the captive. You ever look at the Bible, it's almost always God using some man or some woman to do the work. Very often it's not a divine miracle, or if it is a miracle, it's acted through someone. So what is the fast acceptable to the Lord? The one who unbinds the captive, the one who clothes the naked, the one who feeds the widow, the one who comes to the orphan and gives them shelter, the one who basically restores that which was lost. That's the one whom God restores. That's the fast that the Lord desires. Not to fast from bread and from food, but to fast from our sin.